Hi everybody, my name's Alison. Welcome to the members only reading for December. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the energy for the entire month of December, and I've done something special. For the entire month of December, I'm opening it up to everybody that wants to visit the channel, not just the paying members, which I so appreciate your love and support because you help make this possible. I want to open it up to everybody so that they can see for the month of December, to celebrate Christmas and the new year, what it's like to be a member on this channel. So for the price of a cup of coffee, that's the basic entry level, and anything else beyond that that you are in a position to donate, I want you to be able to see what's part of the membership. In addition to getting your name put in on the live, if you're a member and you show up, your name goes in this bowl. Let me just grab this and show you, because I don't know if a lot of people know that. Your name will go into this bowl, and I just kind of mix it up, and I choose someone. In this case, it would be Sharon, because she shows up each week, and she would get a free question answered during the live. And I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. So part of your membership, you get a free question if you're chosen. It is a wonderful format. Sorry, if you've never seen that, definitely check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and pull the energies for the month of December. All right. I'm going to use the Light Seers deck for this, something different. All right, so we have the Chariot. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. Then we have the Magician. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. For the opportunity of the month, it's the Nine of Swords. For the challenge of the month, it's the Judgment card. Oh my God, good cards coming in. What phenomenal energy. Okay, so we're looking at the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. So we have the Chariot in the beginning of the month. The middle of the month, we've got the Queen of Wands, and the end of the month is the Ten of Wands. So the beginning of the month, and you know, there's no hard or fast stop or start, by the way. You know, that's how energy works. So this is victory and success. This is traditionally Julius Caesar riding into Rome. This is you having that connection to source, to your intuition, to your heart. This is Cancerian energy. This is you using your intuition, guiding you forward this month. Really listen to your heart and listen to your inner voice. If it says this is good and you trust your intuition, do it. If something says, don't go down that alley, there could be something waiting for you, well, trust your intuition. Otherwise, take that chance and see if you're right or wrong. But this is you for that victory and success. This tells me that the month of December is winning for everybody. What a beautiful energy, because the middle of the month is the Queen of Wands. More winning. This is you self-actualizing. What is it that you want to do? This is you doing it. This is your focus, your will, your determination. This is your passion. What is it you want to do? Who do you want to do it with? The holiday season, this is such a special month. We've got Christmas, and then it goes into New Year's Eve, and then we start the new year. This is where everybody's getting together, whether it's work parties, whether it's holiday parties with friends or family, strangers, maybe it's a hobby group that gets together. Everybody is in this celebratory mood. Yeah, some people can be down, right, depending on your situation, but for the most part, this is time to celebrate. And if you are down, put yourself out there, go someplace and raise your vibration. You know, instead of being depressed or wallowing in self-pity or anything like that, it's a great time to shift your energy and be around people that are high vibing, that want to have a good time. This is you making the effort to tap into that energy. It's a beautiful time for you to be able to take advantage of that. And I know for some people that's easier said than done, because some people are experiencing losses in their life right now. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's the loss of a loved one or a pet, and that's intense. But you have these moments where you are allowed to be happy in your grief, right? You're grieving, you're allowed to go out for an hour or two or three and have a good time and not feel guilty and then come home and go through the healing again. That's part of the process, is you're going to have those ups and downs, those peaks and valleys. Right now, for the middle of the month, it's an excellent time for you to tap into this beautiful energy to self-actualize, coming from a place of optimism. Then we have the end of the month, which is the 10 of Wands. More wand energy. Now, this is a completion. It's a 10. This is really you having everything kind of culminate at the end of the month. And I feel that this is because you're getting ready to start the new year. So you're kind of wrapping a few things up. I think that, she's walking off this mountain. She's got her bags packed. She's taking a few things with her, but she's leaving a lot of burdens behind. You're not taking everything with you into the new year. You're traveling light. I think that this is going to be looking at the people in your life, places, things, ideas, old versions of you, because everybody wants their New Year's resolution. Whether you stick to it or not, there's something that you want and that you desire to change moving forward. This is you leaving part of the old behind, and as you're getting ready to move forward. It's not like on the first you start it. You're starting it, like, let's say the last 10 days of December. You already know that this is coming. So you're leaving those burdens behind, that kind of that heavy weight, emotional baggage being left behind. Okay, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. It is a gorgeous energy for everybody. It's very transformational in a positive, high-vibing way. A lot of energy. All right, let's get some clarifiers. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the we have the Strength card. I always do that. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay. And so the 9 of Swords is here twice. It's also your opportunity. So I'll show you in a second. All right. So when we're looking at the beginning of the month with this Chariot, that victory and success, it's being clarified by the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Well, what's so beautiful about this is that because you're fighting for something that you want, this victory and success tapped into your intuition, well, you're also taking action on it. You're defending your status. You're defending what it is that you want to do, who you want to do it with, what it is that you're pursuing, maybe a dream, maybe it's something at work. Whatever it is, this is you really being put to the test. But you're grounded, stable, and secure. You're very balanced. So that tells me you're grounded in reality. So you have very clear thinking on this, and you're willing to take action on it. Things are lining up for you in the beginning of the month. In the middle of the month, with this Queen of Wands energy, it's being clarified by the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. This is that slow and steady wins the race. To me, you're self-actualizing, and you're doing it no matter what. You have an obstacle, that's okay. You keep moving forward. You have a distraction, that's okay. You keep moving forward. You go to a party, wonderful, have a good time. The next day, you're back on point, moving forward. Whatever it is, you're not letting anything get in the way of you becoming who you're meant to be, doing what it is that you're meant to do. You are on point. This is bringing a lot of structure into your life. This is, again, you being grounded, stable, secure, having a lot of knowledge and wisdom on what it is that you're trying to self-actualize. You're on a mission. All knights are on a mission. We also have the 9 of Swords, which is also in your opportunity. Same card, different deck. This 9 of Swords is known as that never-ending nightmare. This tells me you could be over-processing in your mind and even second-guessing yourself, but you're still pushing forward. But the thoughts are coming up. So this is maybe some self-doubt that comes up. This could be something that, maybe you're defending your position and somebody has said something in the beginning of the month and you're kind of having it come up in your mind and you're pushing it aside. You're not letting it prevent you from being on your mission to self-actualize along with this Knight. But the thoughts are there, right? And that can be a little bit of fear coming in. Maybe it's fear of the unknown. Maybe it's fear that you have this excitement and this titillation of something that you really want, that you're fighting for, and you don't know what's going to happen, but this is what you want to happen. And there's like all this excitement going on. That's the middle of the month for everyone. Then we get to the end of the month and you're just laying down those burdens. You're lightening your load as we're getting ready to go into the new year. This is wonderful. You're taking the things with you that you need, but you're leaving everything else behind. That means you've done an assessment and you've figured out what is it that you want to take with you moving forward. What is it that you need to leave behind and want to leave behind? You are making that effort. And that's being clarified by the Strength card and the Knight of Swords, another Knight. And this is a fast-moving energy. This is using logic, rational analysis, common sense, truth. This is a lot of clarity coming in. You know what it is that you want to take that sword of truth with and cut out of your life. You know. This is you having some serious clarity, and it's a fast-moving energy, so you're not dilly-dallying around. At the end of the month, you know what's working, what's not working. Maybe some people in your life have shown themselves, and you're removing them. Maybe it's an employer you're moving past. Maybe, there's just some things that are coming up. It could even be information that's coming in, because this is the sword of communication. Maybe you've done some research and now you have clarity on something, and maybe you thought, let's say an idea was one thing, and you've done your research and you find out that it's something else, and maybe it's something you like or you don't like, but the clarity is allowing you to make that choice and to see what it is you want to do with it. Your strength and courage, you're overcoming that self-doubt. So that tells me you're overcoming this over-processing in the mind. You're able to tame that beast. And this is allowing you to find out just how resilient you are and how strong you are. And that's the end of the month. That's how strong and resilient you are as you're going into the new year. Wow. That's the energy for December. Now I'm going to look at the guidance and advice for everyone. And it keeps getting better. We have the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Swords. This is everybody self-actualizing, just like here. And in the beginning of the month, remember, it's the Chariot, it's winning. I mean, this is really a good energy and a good time for everybody. So the Magician, it's really talking about you tapping into your intense focus, your will, your determination, your talents, your attributes to make something happen in your life. What are you looking for? A relationship, friendships, romantic relationship, deepening the relationship you're in, getting a pet, having a child, doing something at work. So are you doing something with career, work? Are you getting ready to retire? And this is your focus, your finances, health, looking at your housing, location, relocation, looking at education. Are you looking at maybe some spiritual connection, going into maybe a new modality? What is it that you're looking at? To me, this is about you tapping into everything. This is going to be your spiritual aspect. This is your will, your determination. This is also you being practical and tangible in the 3D, looking at what is here. And it's also a spiritual, right? It's a lot of different things put together. And I think that this is something that's really coming to terms for you, and a lot of clarity coming in. I think whatever you decide to do, the guidance and advice of Spirit is saying, just do it and find out how strong and powerful you are. I think a lot of you might not even know until you're put to the test. And this is what the guidance and advice from Spirit is saying. Do it. Tap into your inner magician and watch the magic unfold. And magic is energy. Everything in this universe is energy. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Here's more energy coming in. These are gifts, blessings, and omens coming in, and they're all on target. Whatever your focus is, it's coming in. Whatever it is that you're looking to create, look for the blessings and omens and gifts that are coming in around you to help you achieve your goal. That's a fast-moving energy, and those are important messages that are coming in to help you. Then we have the Six of Swords. This is the card of travel, of relocation. It's also the card of being able to move out of troubled waters into a calmer time. Maybe for some of you, you're relocating, you're moving past, whether it's going to be literal or figurative. Maybe you are literally moving. Maybe you are figuratively moving somewhere or doing something else. But at the end of the day, this is you really going for the betterment of self. And this is a card where you're leaving that emotional baggage behind you. Again, there's something to be said about going into the new year. You're leaving stuff behind you. You know, I think that there's really been a strong assessment that's come in, and that's allowing you to say, you know what? I'm on point to create this in my life, and I'm leaving this baggage behind. I'm leaving anything that's making me feel like I'm stuck in mud, because I want to move forward, and I'm not going to let something or someone hold me back. I'm taking the necessary steps to achieve my goal, and that's really this energy that's coming in. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Two of Swords with the Four of Swords. We have the Emperor with the King of Pentacles. We have the Tower, and we have the Three of Swords. And this other card wanted to come out with it, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Sometimes that happens. These two cards, that when I pull a card, two want to come out at the same time. All right, so we have the Magician being clarified by the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. So swords are thoughts, words, ideas. For you to really tap into this energy, it's about you trusting your intuition and going within. This is about you making choices. That could be either or something outside that. Don't feel like you're stuck in a box. It's not just this or that. It could be a third place solution in the back. This, that, or the third one. Think outside the box. This is you not feeling the restraints around you. It's you really looking at the big picture and what you can do. You're going within to figure things out. You're meditating on things, ruminating on what it is you want to do and how you can get there. This could even involve you making phone calls, doing some more research, getting some information from people that maybe they've done it before you. Right? This is a blessing that's coming in, the fact that you can spend this time to go into this meditative state and really think about things. That's huge. There's a lot to be said about clarity and analysis in this reading, because that really helps you self-actualize, because you're doing it with clarity. You're doing it with facts. You're doing it with logic and analysis. There can always be a wild card, but when you really take a lot of things into consideration as you're moving forward in any arena, it really helps you to see reality versus just, hey, pie in the sky. That's great in some situations, but to be reality-based is so helpful, right? I just love this for you. Then we have this Eight of Wands being clarified by the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Now, the Emperor is all four kings put together. King of Swords, Cups, Wands, and Pentacles right here. So that's like having the King of Pentacles here twice. That is that tangible reality in this earthly realm. This king is representing relationships, work and career, retirement, your travel, your housing, your car, your friends, your family, right? Your pets, your finances, did I repeat that? Your health, education, right? It's everything in the 3D, everything. This is your cup of coffee every morning. That's what he's representing. So this is you being in a leadership position, but you're really in charge of things in this earthly realm right now. So looking at everything that is going on around you in this reality, and that is something that you're really able to take charge of and shift if so be it. Because this is telling me that he's got his armor on underneath his cloak. That's telling me that you can fight for what it is that you want at a moment's notice. And remember, you are fighting for what it is that you want, but Spirit is doubling down on that. If there's something you want to achieve, if there's something that you're really passionate about, that really moves you, the guidance and advice from Spirit, look at these gifts, blessings, and omens coming in and take charge of it. Utilize them. Don't let it go to waste. When you see an opportunity, seize the moment. Don't let it go by. You don't know when it's going to come back. This is you not procrastinating. This is you really being a leader and taking charge. And if you have a family, this is you leading by example. You are setting that intention, and you're teaching your children how to see opportunities and seize the moment. You are literally teaching your children when they see you do that, as long as you, of course, are allowing them to participate in what it is that you're doing when you're talking to them. It's a great energy. Then we have the Six of Swords, right? And that is being clarified by 3 cards, the Tower, which came out by itself, and then the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's start with the Tower. This is you releasing what no longer serves you. You're moving on to a calmer time. You're releasing drama, strife, anything that's no longer resonating with you. Again, people, places, things, ideas, old versions of you, old habits, behaviors, things that are no longer in alignment with you. It's going away. This is a lot of revelations that are coming in. So, maybe you're releasing a few things and other things are going along with it that you didn't see coming, because you don't always see the Tower coming. I personally welcome the Tower, because if something's not working, I want it gone. I don't want to waste my life. And I think this is what's coming in. You're getting a lot of revelations. So maybe, again, you're releasing a couple of things and then a couple of more go with it. And it's more than you thought you were going to be releasing, but you're seeing how they're interconnected. And if this has to go, then so does that. And it's a big, clean sweep. That's kind of an energy that's coming in. It is a clean sweep that's coming in. Then we had these 2 cards that came out together. It was the Three of Swords first, and this Ace of Pentacles wanted to come with it. This is the card of loss, but this is, when we're looking at it, let me show you how it is. So I have to balance these cards. Six of Swords is the main card, the anchor card, and then we have these 3 cards that release. But then look at this. A new beginning. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. So as you're going on to a calmer time in your life, you're able to heal your heart. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. For me, this is memories coming in. Maybe they're harsh words that were spoken, arguments that really hurt your heart. Like what if it's a relationship? What if it's a divorce or a breakup, or, some other fight maybe between friends, and some words were spoken that really hurt you. This is one of those moments where you're able to pull that dagger out and heal that wound. Do you ever forget it? No, but you're able to heal your heart from what has just transpired. Doesn't matter who the instigator is, doesn't matter what your part in it is. It's just you recognizing what has happened, see it for what it is, and then start healing yourself and learn from that lesson. That gives you a new beginning. And again, in the realm of Pentacles, just like the King of Pentacles basically here twice. So there's something about this material world. Maybe it's about a relationship. Maybe it's healing a friendship or with a family member, or having a new relationship that's coming in. Maybe you're healing from a divorce or a breakup or the death of a loved one, and you have a new opportunity coming in. Whether you're ready or not, it could be presenting itself to you. It's up to you to use your discernment to see if it's right for you. But this is telling me that it's here. Finances, your health. This could be education. This could be a hobby group. This could be you going to a party, a holiday party. There's a lot of things that this can be. It's a new beginning in this earthly realm. This could be you starting to go on a walk every day. This could be you doing a lot of different things. This is really all the seeds that you've planted are coming into fruition right now. So again, whatever your intentions are with this Magician, you have an opportunity coming in. That's the guidance and advice from Spirit. So with that 8 of Wands, which are these gifts, blessings, and omens, and with this Ace, really be on the lookout for these things surfacing. Don't let them go by. If it's something you really want, that you desire, and that you're trying to move forward to create, really seize that moment. I'm getting that there's some swift moving energy here, and so not to really let it go by without engaging in that. That's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge for December. So your opportunity is the 9 of Swords, which is the same card that's a clarifier in your present energy. Same card, different deck. Present energy. So that's going to be in the middle of the month. This is telling me, well, it's not quite there yet, but this is telling me The Nine of Swords, that you have in the middle of the month, you have an opportunity to really gain control over your thoughts. And that is showing up again in the end of the month, where you actually use your strength and courage. But this is telling me this opportunity is huge. So if you are in a position where you're feeling uncomfortable with anxiety, guilt, shame, fear, anything like that, second guessing yourself, that the opportunity is coming for you to push through that and to not let that get the upper hand. You're able to control that and tap into that strength and courage. But I'll get clarifiers in a minute. Your challenge is the Judgment card. So is your challenge impossible? No, your challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. So your challenge position is the Judgment card. Revelations. You've got a lot of revelations coming in. So your challenge is to really have this compassionate review of your life, looking at the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. This is you looking at all your life lessons in a compassionate way. Do not beat yourself up over it. We can do that when we look at things and we go, oh my God, how could I have done that? Whatever it is, this is you just forgiving yourself and just looking, because you want those life lessons. You want that knowledge and wisdom to take with you into the next chapter of your life, because it's coming. You have a lot of new beginnings, and we're starting the new year, a new beginning. At the end of the month, we have these endings coming, which means a new beginning right after that. So, I mean, a lot of newness is coming. The timing is beautiful. Take that knowledge and wisdom with you into the next chapter of your life. You will be released and free. These revelations will help you. Again, that's more knowledge and wisdom and clarity. You know, I mean, you want that no matter what. Okay, some people don't like to look at their past. The past teaches you a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Empress. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. And the last card is the Five of Swords. Okay. So when we're looking at your opportunity for the whole month of December, this Nine of Swords energy. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. And that's that known as that never-ending nightmare. It's being clarified by the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. So this is you loving and nurturing yourself, right? She's all four queens put together. This is you not beating yourself up. This is you shining your inner beauty and having self-love and self-care for yourself. So I like this. This is you really tapped into your strength, as in love as your strength. This is you really going through the emotions of being able to create for yourself whatever it is that you want in a loving, nourishing manner. And it doesn't matter if you're a male or female. This is the energy of the card. I think that choosing you is going to help you push through these thoughts, knowing that you're on the right path, trusting your intuition, your inner guidance, your inner knowing, and knowing that you're standing in your integrity and you're trying to do the right thing. That's the beauty of this card. And it's your inner beauty that's shining, your own unique self. With the Four of Pentacles, this is a stubborn, stuck energy. There might be an aspect of yourself that you have to push through that doesn't want to change, or that is resistant to change. Maybe there's something you don't want to be flexible on. There could be something that you really, you hold against yourself with this. And maybe it's something you don't forgive yourself for, or it's an uncomfortable situation that you experienced. And it's something that you're having a hard time letting go of. This is that moment where be a little more flexible and release that. This, because again, stubborn, stuck energy, release it and be more flexible and watch it go away, especially if it's a negative experience or memory that you're holding on to that becomes physical. It might even show up in your body as a physical ailment if it's a deep-seated one. But again, tap into that inner beauty and love. There's a lot to be said about knowing that you are worthy and deserving of love. And that might also be part of something that you want to have as a daily mantra to really help you make that shift. That's your opportunity, everyone, for the month of December. Your challenge is the Judgment card, having these revelations, having that compassionate review of your life. So why is it in the challenge position? Well, fives are difficult energies, drama, strife, competition. Someone has their own self-interest at mind. It could be that you're having a lot of distractions around you right now. Again, it's holiday season, which I personally love, and I know a lot of other people do too, but it can create a lot of drama and strife between friends, family, maybe coworkers. There can be some uncomfortable situations. And then maybe people have their own self-interest in mind. Maybe people, they have financial issues. I want this. If you love me, you'll buy me this. I mean, it could be like some weird things that are going on. People that are really materialistic, but this swords, thoughts, words, and ideas, the words, if you love me, you'll buy me this. Well, then you need to really think about that. Again, fives are a difficult energy. That could be a major obstacle in a relationship and just in general. That's someone that's obstinate, right? And if it's you, then maybe that's something you need to look at. What is going on? So these energies are really talking about you having, again, this compassionate review, these revelations, and looking at the drama and strife in your life. When you resolve that or move away from that, whether it's going to be permanently or for a few hours or days or whatever it might be, I think that's when the clarity will come, because this is someone that in a negative way could be out for their own self-interest and be an obstacle in your life, or it could be a positive for some of you where you are out for your own self-interest, and that means staying away from the drama, not allowing that drama to affect you. That's how you're able to get into that judgment type energy. And that releases you. Those revelations, they just release you and they make you feel lighter. All right, that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody for the month of December. It's up to you to grab it. I always look at the opportunity, and the challenge is a wild card. The energy is absolutely there, but not everybody's able to access it, or they choose not to. Wow. Okay, that's what I have for you for today, members. And again, I opened this up for everybody on the channel. That way you have an idea to see what it's like to be a member. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now. And if you'd like to schedule a reading with me or messages from your loved ones, don't forget to go and check out the link below. It'll take you to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can go ahead and book your session. All right. Merry Christmas.